Hey guys, it's Coach Faulkner. I'm going to be doing a quick little tutorial video for your AMI work on day 31. This is also going to be for Miss Zarden and Miss Onsted's social studies classes. If you guys are watching this, hope everybody's doing all right. By this time on Monday morning, you will hopefully have the AMI work slideshow posted in your advisory Google Classroom. All right. It's not in each individual teacher's Google Classroom because it is across all four subject areas. All right. So I'll read you the message from Springdale Public Schools. Dear students and parents, during the next 3 weeks, we will be combining ELA, social studies, science, and math. ELA stands for English Language Arts, in case you didn't know that. We're going to explore community at home and community we live in. We'll be creating a final product that can take many forms. You may choose to create a journal with paper, a pencil, scrapbook, digital blog journal, video series, Google presentation, art installation, or any other presentation method that you choose. So this is going to be, the creating portion of it is going to last 2 weeks. All right. That's going to be next week and the week after. Well, sorry, I'm sending this on Friday, but it's going to be 2 weeks long. And then we would love for you guys to share your final product during the third week. So the third week is roped off as specifically for you guys to submit the final product. Okay. We want you to share it with your family if you're able to. Present it to your teachers. You can do a Castify presentation. If you want to do a Zoom, that might be a little more complicated, but we could probably figure that out. And then let's go ahead and jump into the slideshow portion of it. Okay. So exit out of some of these icons. Okay. So this is a slideshow that you guys are going to have. When they posted it in your advisory Google Classroom, it created a copy for every student. And a lot of the teachers have been working really hard, specifically Miss Zarden and Miss Perkins and a lot of other teachers. I don't want to leave anyone out, but I know a lot of people went into the making of this. So shout out to them for being awesome. For days 31 through 35, 8th and 9th grade are exactly the same. This is going to count for your work for all 4 core subjects. They're doing this to try and make life easier on you guys. I honestly believe that this should take you no more than 30 to 45 minutes for all your core subjects, and then you can do whatever you need to do. I know a lot of you guys are babysitting. A lot of you guys are helping your parents out. So we don't want you to have to work at the computer all day and stress yourself out. We want you to be able to get your work done and then do whatever else you need to do. I will say, though, with a giant project like this, if you get behind, you are going to stress yourself out. So please try to get caught up, work to stay on the correct day. If you could probably do 2 or 3 days, in one day, but I wouldn't recommend more than that. And if you wait until the Monday of the final week to start on this, you're going to be all freaked out. And I don't want that. So please make sure you're caught up. All right. You can complete this on paper if you don't have access to a computer, but I would highly recommend just using the slides presentation. It's going to be way more complicated if you don't. If you do want to use paper, you're going to have to take pictures of your work and email it to all 4 of your core teachers. So the big ideas for days 31 through 35 is, how has your family been affected by the pandemic? All right, so day 31 is your home community, family before and family after. So for today's assignment, you're going to read the article. Now remember, this has all 4 core subjects, so it's a couple of different slides, and I'm going to go into each one. For today's assignment, read the article Alone No More and complete the questions in the Google form. Now, Alone No More is about a lot of the animal shelters have been seeing a lot more adoptions of dogs and cats. Big reason for that is a lot of people are working from home, or they're just home in general. And a lot of people have added time that they can take on a pet. They want to be, somewhere where they have a companion and something to kind of take advantage of their free time. So a lot of people have been doing that. It's a really interesting article. You have a Google form that you're supposed to fill out that goes along with that. All right. So if I click on this Google form link, it pops up with your daily Google form. All right. Now, again, you're going to have to send a copy of your responses to all 4 of your core teachers. So once you submit this, we have it set up where it submits you a copy of your responses through an email. You can forward that email to all 4 of your core teachers, and that will get that box checked off. All right, it's got a spot for your name. Your English teacher, math teacher, social studies teacher, and science teacher. Make sure you select the correct one. And then you're going to jump into the portion where you're reading chunks of the article and answering the questions. Now, this is really nice because this has a spot for you guys to do reading and then answering questions. So you don't have to flip back and forth from the packet or the slideshow. It's already here for you guys. So that's the Google Form portion. Now, every teacher is supposed to be submitting a video exactly like I'm submitting right now. But for some reason, if they don't, you can click on this link on how to submit your work to all 4 core teachers. And then you will see videos showing you step by step how to do that. Okay, so again, all your teachers are going to be posting videos like I'm posting right now. But if you either get tired of those, you want something different, or maybe the teacher forgot for that day, here you go. All right, so back over here to the slides. I would say that the article and the Google form are going to be more of the English and social studies portion, whereas the graphs and the this is a COVID-19 simulator article and graph. This is a New York Times graph. It's going to ask you to look at those graphs, review the information, and then answer some questions about it. That's going to be more the math and science portion of the work. All right, and you can just type your answers directly onto this Google Slides. It's in everybody's Google Classroom, and every teacher has access to a giant spreadsheet. Now, I will say, please make our lives easier and don't make us check that spreadsheet every 10 minutes. If you'll just send us your work, we know that you're working and we know that you guys are doing a good job with it. All right. Now, again, just type your answers straight onto here. For today's assignment continued, record your answers for these questions. And then this is the final product entry. Now, part of this is the Google form. If you get to this slide, you should have already submitted that. And then we want you guys to develop your own spin on it in these. I would just add a couple slides. If you right click on the mouse or on the mouse pad, you'll get the new slide option. Just add a couple slides to it, all right, with your own information. You can do like a journal entry. You can do pictures, videos, really anything. But we just want to see how you guys take advantage of this personal expression portion of it. And then you guys, 1 to 2 slides is probably good. Don't stress yourself out trying to get 10 slides for each day. Just 1 to 2, and then you should be good. All right. So that's going to be day 31. I'm going to go ahead and roll through day 32 while I'm here. All right. So day 32, a lot of the similar aspects. My home community, how are we spending our time as a family? All right, so you're going to collect some data on how you and your family are spending some time. This doesn't have to be a super complicated spreadsheet. You guys can just do some sort of, if you want to do like a quick little Google Doc where you just talk about 2 or 3 different ways. Display your data on the days, one with the data showing your time spent before quarantine and one with showing your time after. These are just suggestions, all right? You could also work them into a single graph. I know you guys are going to be super creative with the way that you do that, all right? So I'm not worried about that. This is the continued portion. You're going to create your own bar chart. Now, again, it doesn't have to be exactly like this, all right? This is a suggestion. Now, if you want to do something slightly different, that's fine, okay? But you need to make sure you're trying to follow some of the guidelines, okay? And here's some simple instructions on how to do this, okay? So you guys, you're still rocking right along. Today's assignment continued. You've got another Google form. Now, again, that's going to submit you a copy of your responses through an email, and you forward that email to all 4 core teachers, okay? Make sure after you get that done, your last portion for day 32 is to add with your own stuff, okay? So 1 to 2 more slides using the sentence frames provided. It's got some more stuff with the article involved, alone no more, and I believe that your English teachers are going to post a video reading that out loud, okay? So this gets you to day 33, and I'll post a new video with the day 33 stuff when we get to that point. Okay. Hope you guys are doing all right. Reach out to your teachers if you need anything, and hope you guys are doing good.